Ascending masters, or those on their ascension journey, move away from frivolous conversations, gossip, unnecessary talks with individuals that have nothing else better to do with their time other than try to weasel or infiltrate their way into your energy. Oftentimes, you'll see amongst this criminal network, this sinister group, and I keep referring to them as a criminal network because what they're doing is criminal. Their actions behind the scenes, behind the veil, is criminal. Them trying to pull you off your path, weasel their way into your circle, knowing that you have a divine path, is criminal. And the activities that they do at the end of the day that you're unaware of, that they're trying to um, entrap you in, is criminal. So I keep saying criminal networks because it truly is. These cults and covens, by nature, by way of the nature of them hiding behind the curtain, hiding behind the veil, pretending to be righteous, honorable people, are into some sinister, low vibrational, wicked and evil spiritual practices, energy manipulation, and actual atrocities, right? Creating and causing harm for others. And however your imagination goes, be it the energetic manipulation, the death spells alone, the sickness spells alone, the binding spells alone, trying to attach entities to you, I call it criminal. However, let me get back to my point. Frivolous conversations, gossip, things that have no energetic value. Those who are on their ascension journey move away from that because the tactics that these groups use, you'll notice that they'll wear a mask and they're trying to convince you to go along with their plots, their gimmicks, and their schemes. They'll butter you up. They'll play on your heartstrings. They'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll avoid appearing as if they're negative or unhealed. They try to do everything in their power to keep a straight face while they're playing in your face. And oftentimes, they'll have backup and support from someone who they are not even supposed to know or pretend not to know, but are a part of the same group, the same sinister network, the same cults, the same minions, the same cronies. They'll often pop up and join in a conversation or in order to add on to the distraction. They're trying to distract you. They're trying to disrupt your higher senses, your higher sense of self, your intuition, your ability to follow and listen to your inner voice. If they can constantly bombard you with their negative self-talk or their fake conversations, because that's all they do is orchestrate fake events and fake conversations. I see it day in and day out. Fake events they orchestrate and fake conversations in order to weasel their way into your energy, in order to get you to drop your guard, let your guard down, make you feel comfortable. And it's regular, the subject matter is what appears to be normal, regular subject matter. They come in wearing a mask, pretending to be friendly, just a regular person. But you have to understand, if you're being targeted, if this is a criminal, sinister group and network, cult and coven with ulterior motives, a hidden agenda, it doesn't matter the mask they wear, the subject matter they talk about. Everything has a purpose, ulterior motive to it. And so they'll come in, they'll pretend to just be a regular person, bump into you at the grocery store, the coffee shop, or on vacation, or at the conference meeting, and they'll attempt to weasel their way into your energy. And then from there, the whole illusion is created. It's a whole group of these devils orchestrating, creating, and surrounding you with an illusion, something that is not real, in order to pull you off your path and get you distracted. Then you have those who are desperately wanting you to rush into bad contracts, bad marriages, bad relationships, give over your intellectual property, get into a bad business deal with them, get you to see them first as somebody who is reputable, honorable, trustworthy, somebody that you can do business with, somebody that is gifted and talented, somebody that is spiritually aligned with the divine. And these people only regurgitate what they hear other soul tribe and other gifted, talented readers say and do. They're not really holding on to divine alignment. They may have entities, which they do, attached to them that give them limited perspectives that will make some of you who are unable to see beyond the veil, beyond the mask, go, wow, wow, that was insightful. Wow. Look beyond that. Test the spirit further than that. Learn how to communicate with the spirit world, your ancestors, your angels, yourself, so you can get direct confirmation. Learn how to move past trickster spirits or trickster energy that will tell you whatever you want to hear or mislead you. Learn how to communicate directly with source so you can get confirmation when somebody tells you something, lies in your face, try to play in your face and throw you off course. Get confirmation yourself. Get in tune with your higher self so these groups can't target you and tell you whatever you want to hear, butter you up, get you to rush into a bad contract or a bad relationship and dance around snakes. You dancing around snakes when you know you're supposed to be easing your way to the exit. Who in their right mind dance around snakes? And as I mentioned yesterday, I know that snakes represents wisdom, foresight, your third eye being open and the whole nine. But I'm saying that technically, for all intents and purposes, technically, most people associate it with, something being, scary or bad, or, you got to be out of your mind and want to mess with the different species of snakes. And I made an analogy about that in my previous video as well. Even though my accounts is shadow banned and they play with the numbers, I click on my account and you can see the numbers flash and then disappear real fast. So they playing games, the copycats that's trying to take credit for my work and intellectual property. But listen, when you're ascending and when you have the ability to connect with the divine, you don't have time to dance around snakes. You don't have time to be in the